Ladies and gentlemen, interesting news has just surfaced. So, again, over the past hour, something pretty huge actually was announced for XRP/Ripple, coming from the, in my opinion, most trusted source. So yeah, I don't even know what else to tell you except for this is not clickbait, this is not a joke, this is not fake. It is officially from the horse's mouth, which is 𝗕𝗓𝗄. Now, what happened? Pretty big deal. All right, but I know a lot of people will not get notifications for this today as I've already been making too many content pieces, but I still want to explain to all the people that do stop by and say hi exactly what happened, and people can also watch this stream back later on, something like that, in the near future. But let me just quickly show you. So for all of you that are wondering, this is what happened. 𝗕𝗓𝗄 just shared breaking news. The SEC has filed the settlement agreement letter, and this is basically the last step that we needed. So the long story short is that now also the SEC has officially agreed that the lawsuit is over. Or rather, they now put a letter up to the judge to basically explain their side of the story of the agreement. And I remember a few weeks ago when the lawsuit ended, right? At least we all said, there was some confusion about whether or not the SEC was going to post about it or whether or not it was over if the SEC didn't say anything. Well, now what else can you say? The XRP lawsuit is officially over. It already was, but now it's double confirmed because the SEC also put their ending letter. So again, just to conclude, this is the last piece of the lawsuit that we needed. This is the absolute last piece. I don't know what else to tell you, man. It's middle of the night, by the way. It is about 12:30 Dubai time. Not that crazy. By the way, if all you guys are in the chat box, say hi real quick. We've got about 100 people in. Just real quick, say hi in the chat, just to see who is actually active. Is there anybody really here? Out of 100 people, there should be a couple of people. Here, oh, delicious, brother. JT says, no confirmed for actual date end of SEC case. What are we talking about? Am I missing something there? What are you talking about with that regard? You know what's also super crazy to me? I used to cover the XRP lawsuit every single day, sometimes a few times a day. And it's kind of strange to me to not probably have to update on any of these things again. Depending, of course, on what Ripple's going to do. I mean, Ripple can still kind of screw them over a little bit. But, so again, JT says, when is the official date that the SEC case drops? Last month somewhere. I don't remember. Maybe 2 months ago already. Maybe 3 months ago. I remember I was in the Maldives when it happened, but I don't know when that was. So I remember jumping in the pool, though. You guys remember that? Who was here for that? Man, we've done so many funny things, but I should actually have somebody should clip those things, man. I should have like a ledger of all these freaking funny moments. When was that? Somebody says judge needs to agree. You think something will happen here? What is the probability that if the SEC and Ripple come to a conclusion that this ain't ending? In my opinion, this lawsuit is over. All right, that's what every lawyer has said. It's basically done for. There's nothing to cover anymore. Theoretically speaking, it might be ins and outs in terms of the official details of things that could change, I guess. But I don't think nothing is changing, ladies and gents. Like real talk, I think this is it. Let me see. Do I find where I jumped in the pool? Can I find that? Oh, man. So it was right here. This was a really funny freaking stream, man. Sometimes I do not know what's wrong with me, like mentally. Why did I jump in the pool? I have mental issues, dog. I don't even remember this. Okay, one of y'all is saying jump in the jacuzzi. Maybe that's a possibility. Maybe. Can y'all see? Maybe y'all can see what I'm about to do. Maybe y'all can see. Can you hear me still? Maybe. Maybe you know what? Maybe it is time to do something a little bit crazy. Maybe it is time. Man, I'm slow. What am I doing? a little bit stupid. I think it might be, you know what? Give me 20 seconds. I think what they do it for. This is what they give you these type of environments for. This is what they do it for. I think so. I was really hyped up, huh? What is wrong with me? Oh, why did I do that? It's not the first time also. I think I did it more. Take it easy, all right? We got it. It has been... Did I do it more? All right. Anyway, just a little throwback for all the people that did miss it. I think I jumped one more time, but I don't know if it was in this stream or for like a small video of sorts. But anyway, it feels, you know, the funny thing is, it doesn't feel like that right now. Maybe because all these times really recently, all we've done is just get small little trinkets of updates, but still, it doesn't feel like there's one point of closure when this lawsuit really has been over, is going to be over. I'm even thinking now, even if the judge gives us an announcement, oh, by the way, XRP is doing nicely though. Boys, XRP is pumping greatly though. I'm just seeing this. So I made a video 2 days ago saying I'm buying $500,000 worth of Bitcoin and XRP combined. So you can see two $50,000 trades with 5x leverage, 250,000 basically. And it's up roughly $11,700 on XRP and roughly $10,000 on Bitcoin in just 2 days and 3 hours and 35 minutes. And so anybody who copied along with me from back then is up pretty juicy. And I'm sometimes kind of proud on that. You know, the fact that this is all copyable for anybody and that anybody could have copied along, you know, it's pretty cool. At least for me it is. But yeah, that's besides the point of this whole lawsuit, right? That's completely a different side of it all. The lawsuit, I don't even know what else it can cover for you, except for saying, I personally think it's over. People like to agree to disagree. But Ishak says, Dusty, when moon in your opinion? Before or after summer? I think after summer or during summer. I don't think before summer. If we're talking actual moon, I don't think it's going to happen before summer. Like right now, things are setting themselves up for a pretty juicy run. I mean, if you just look at Bitcoin right now and the way in which it's going, this is looking beautiful. There's a couple interesting resistances to watch out for, though, which are pretty obvious to state. You know, we have two interesting levels that we are, let me quickly see, facing right now. Here we go. But then again, right now, the first resistance is already being tested, and pretty quickly afterwards, you'll notice there isn't that much substance, and we've got ourselves a weekly close, and obviously like 2 or 3 days from now. It is now officially for me Friday, but for most people still Thursday. And yeah, it's going to be one of the most interesting weekly closes because this will most likely confirm we're back, baby. I mean, theoretically speaking, there is still a possibility that we end the week below $95,000, and still, this actually is just a beautiful lower high of sorts, and we continue on to be just bearish, and the trend just goes like this, depending, of course, on how prices go. But I think, I just think that from the way in which things are going to perform right now, if Bitcoin is able to break above, or actually close above, this $102,000 level, oh, that would be so beautiful, because that basically means we're contesting that freaking top. That could be juicy. That could be really, really amazing right now. Lee says, we just need Torres to sign it. Yeah, we just need the judge to sign it, but I personally think it's going to be fine. I don't think there's too much going on anymore with this lawsuit. I don't think we'll have too many more nights of updates on this lawsuit anymore. I kind of wish we had, because it used to be so much fun, but hey. On the opposite side, it was torture, like the opposite angle of it. It was definitely torturous. Man, I'm looking at Ethereum. We're up. What? Ethereum is at 2,100. I remember yesterday I wanted to open a position at 1,900. Right now it's at 2,100. It's up 17.8% in a day. And again, if I did, oh, that would have been up a juicy amount as well. I think it would also be up, because that would have also been 5x on Ethereum. Would have been a $100,000 trade. It's up 17% today. Could have also been $10,000 or so profit in just today, or actually 2 days then. But we missed out. And the problem is when it comes to, you know, positions and bots and things, sometimes it's better just to wait out and wait for a juicier opportunity than trying to chase the pump, you know? But then on the opposite side, the last time that Bitcoin went to $100,000, ETH was at 3.5, 3.7. So right now, relatively, ETH is so low that I'm even thinking of just opening. Man, you know what? Should we just open an ETH bot right now? Even though it's up 20% and it's ridiculous to do so, Bitcoin just keeps going higher though. Again, this is not FOMO. This is just entering in. I could open it with just 10K, wait for prices to go lower, and then we open a serious position. We could actually do that right now. I think we could do that. We could just open a tiny $10,000 bot, or maybe just $5,000, just to get some skin in the game. Let's open a $5,000. So it's going to be a $25,000 position. Let's do that. Let's quickly open one, but I have to check the settings. But I wrote everything down already. Should be okay. I have basically already every trade noted that I was basically taking anyway, but then we are taking them via the bot. So there we go. Let me just insert it all into our sheet. This, yep, there we go. 173, 74, there we go. I'm just quickly grabbing some settings. Man, ETH is looking juicy right now. Holy smokes. There we go. All right, so we've set that up. 400 and okay. So just quickly showing y'all. I'm just setting up a bot right now. I will probably talk about it later in the video, but I just want to have some skin in the game here because ETH is going up so much. This is stupid, by the way. Do not follow what I'm doing right here. You see what I'm buying into? A daily ETH candle. Nah, I can't do that, guys. Nah, never mind. Nah. Like, I love my life a little bit too much to buy ETH at 2,100 when it was at $1,800 just yesterday. Nah, I can't do it. I can't. Never mind. I can't do that. Boys, I can't do that. Like, I really want to open a bot just so people have, but I can't. Oh, I can't buy Ethereum right here at 2,130 when it was just at $1,700 yesterday. No, I can't do that. Like, trust me, all right? I want to just to have one bot in, and that's because over time it will make money anyway, but I can't buy it. I almost prefer to buy Ethereum like in 2 days now at 2,500 or so, just so I don't have to buy this green dildo of a candle. I can't do it, man. I really want to. Trust me, I can't. Something's limiting me. Nope. Can't do it, boss. Can't do it. I get like $1,000 or something. You know what? You know what I do? Let's buy $1,000. Let's do, it was 476 grids, I believe. There we go. We'll buy $1,000 just to have something. Because I wanted to buy about maybe $30,000. So we'll just buy $1,000 so we see if this would have been smart or stupid. And just so I have something that people could copy if they want to do an ETH bot. But don't buy here. This is stupid. 2,130. Yesterday was 1,700 or 1,800. Don't do this. I'm just doing it to have a bot in. That's it. I'll do 1,500. Why not? There we go. 5x leverage, so about $6,500-ish, $7,500. How much should I put? How much do I want it to be? Do I want it to be 7,500 or let's do it. Yeah, 7,500 is okay. Whatever. All right. There we go. So we have ourselves an ETH bot placed as well. Why? I don't know. I feel like I should have one so people can do whatever size they want to have. Is there anything else? Any other bot you guys like to have? Oh, by the way, ETH is garbage. Like, it's not like I'm an ETH bull right now. I have a lot of ETH, but it's going on too crazy of a run, even though the whole year they've been stupid. But I just think it's wise to have one bot in place. So that's why I'm doing it. Again, is this a smart spot to buy? No, definitely not. I should also open a Cardano one. Again, why am I doing this when things are up 13 and stuff %? Because this is also a point where people realize, hey, you know, you can make a lot of money off of the volatility. When things come down, you make money. Things go up, you make money. So sometimes it's wise to just have them, even though the entry itself is stupid. That's why I'm only putting $1,500 in instead of $30,000 or $50,000 per trade, just so I have them, not because they're the most best of spots. Hopefully that is clear. Hopefully that is very, very clear. But ADA, man, ADA is an interesting one. because the range, I'm just looking at Cardano here, the range for it is really quite peculiar. Like, what would our top bound be? Cardano recently, the highest point it's seen is 131, so let's put it slightly above, maybe 135 or so for the range high. And again, this way we'll make a lot of money if Cardano goes there, but I think we should actually maybe think about the fact that the market might start pumping like crazy here again. Maybe we should think a bit more ahead. We can actually go more towards the $2 mark. Maybe we go for a 185, 84. This is not a calculation for top bound. There's nothing logical here. The most logical would be 137-ish, maybe slightly lower, but I'm going to place this one significantly higher. Go for 186.7. There we go. Let me look back at the amount of grids. That is wise, and I have to recalculate it. Let's go for, let's see. This can work, okay. 473 can work. So let's do another, we do a 5x or so. 5x is high though for something like Cardano, but we'll just put $1,500 in anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's go for it. We open this one up as well. There we go. Hey, by the way, the ETH position we just opened is up like 30 bucks already. So fun fact, if we did 50,000, we would have been up 2% as well, which could have actually been pretty nice. Would have been $1,000 up right now in just minutes. Is there any other bot you guys would want to have or see? Why is the market up? Probably mostly because of Trump and his announcements. Trump has been saying, oh, this is going to be the most bullish time. You better buy right now. He's been saying that. And the other side of it is the trade deals with the UK coming in. Ishak says, Dusty, which country are you now? If it's already Friday, where are you? In Dubai. I'll be going to another country very, very soon, though. You'll see. Also, by the way, don't get like, I'll say like this. Don't get it twisted. Just because it's in a bit of a profit right now doesn't mean it'll stay that way, right? The whole strategy is to trade at a significant loss for a longer time to make a lot of money over time. Now it looks juicy, I know, all right? It looks beautiful. And everybody who copied along has been seeing some juicy amounts of profits here, for sure, for sure. But it's about the longer term, all right? That's dope, all the way from Texas. What's up, man? Where's everybody watching from right now? We have actually got 400 people in. So actually, it did fill up nicely. I expected not to get more than 150, 200. So that's amazing. So many people showed up to say hi, talk about the Ripple lawsuit, talk about how XRP is in such a good spot right now. And honest truth, I'll tell you right now, XRP, I don't think has ever been in a better position for a crazy rally than what we're witnessing right now. Like, real talk. XRP has, in my opinion, never been in a better position than it is at right now. Bitcoin just broke 102. Oh, my days. Holy shit. Bitcoin at $102.2 thousand freaking dollars. We're $7,000 away from a new all-time high. We are so back. Whoa. XRP almost back at $2.30. Okay, how much of a loss do you think we still in? Let's see. We're only $37,000 in a loss still. This was minus $100,000 before, I believe. Maybe more, maybe less, I don't remember. But I think about $100,000 at a loss. Right now, we're only $38,000 at a loss. This will soon be in profit, though. Don't worry. Give it some time, all right? Keep looking back every now and then. I'm telling you right now, if this is not at least $100,000 profit in a few months, that will be crazy. But it's going to be. So I'm not too worried. I don't have to check up on this. It's fine. Just notice, if XRP goes to $5, we'll be up what? Yeah, we'll probably be up 300K on this. So that would be pretty good. but it's not necessary, right? We're already happy if it goes to about, I'm going to say, the thing is, I'm not really happy with this because I'm still thinking it's not that big a position. I think we might have to just go a bit crazier, but I kind of wanted XRP to fall towards like $1 or something like that, just so it could buy such hefty amounts. I still have about, so as maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. We still could put another $300,000 in to the trade. We could still buy how much? About $2.7 million if we use the same leverage at 10x. We could still actually add $3 million more to this position. And that's the problem. I was ready to buy the dip like crazy, but the dip was $1.60 for a very short time. We bought some. And I thought, we're going to go down significantly more. At least we should prepare for that. But we never really got another opportunity. Like, even $2 does not really hit after that moment anymore. And now, of course, we're taking the consequences of, we have ourselves juicy positions, sure. But are they juicy enough? And the thing is, I'm holding enough spot where it doesn't matter all that much. But obviously, in a time like this, it's nice to get yourself juicy entries for the broader market. Why am I saying that? Well, because still, even though a lot of coins are up like 30-40%, they're still down 75% maybe from their highest points. So relatively, you might not get the best of moments, but you're buying momentum versus value. And I made a video earlier today talking about how we're basically still in this value spot where you're buying coins that are really undervalued, even though they're not pumping a lot. But I actually made that video today before a lot of these coins started going crazy. I just didn't upload it yet because, if you guys know, maybe you do, maybe you don't. On YouTube, you can only get 3 notifications a day from any given channel. And so I have to kind of time my videos sometimes to make sure everybody gets a notification, or at least as many people as possible. And since I already was posting so many things today, I was like, let me wait a few hours to post it. Could have been better to be a bit quicker with that. But let's quickly see what some of the comments are saying. Everybody, if you're still in here, make sure you press that like button. We've got 500 people watching. We've only got 100 likes pressed. So make sure you press that like button if you've not done it yet. If everybody does it right now, okay, if you watching this right now, press that button. You right now. You. We're instantly at 200 likes. Trust me. You, one person, just press that button. And you might be thinking, me? Yes, you. Please, press that button, just one click. Because we've got 500 people, statistically speaking, we should be able to get to at least 400. Because if everybody presses it, there's at least 100 people probably not logged in or don't want to, But if everybody does, it should. But then again, people don't do it, which I get. But so theoretically speaking, we should be able to get to maybe like 200 or so. So press that button. Just give it a little rumble. And it almost worked. We got pretty far. 175, I'll take it. That's pretty good. Yeah, so as it currently stands, strategy still moving on nicely. I was even thinking, ladies and gentlemen, you see, this makes me want to go crazy. We should have went all in on Ethereum. Who told me to lower my trade from $30,000 to $1,500, or actually $20,000 to $1,500? Who did that? Who said don't go into Ethereum? I told you I was a chicken, but I still open it anyway. Who told me that was smart? Somebody, you guys should have told me to full port this piece of crap. Why even limit our risk, ladies and gentlemen? Why do we do that? Somebody says I pressed for you. Hey, I'm unlike you now. You know what? Hey, fair enough, brother. But this guy's a goat. He says I pressed it for you. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. What's the main reason crypto's up? I told you already. It's Trump. Let me actually grab a few of these links for you. So, you could say but it has nothing to do with the Fed, to be honest with you. Right? There's some fun things I could say about that, but the Fed's decision is nothingness. It's also nothing with the Pope, I don't think. It doesn't make sense for anything for it to be Pope related. Yeah, Trump has actually been stating, no, we're not going to take back our tariffs on China, et cetera, et cetera. Now today he's saying again that they could potentially do that. President Trump says China should reassess who asked for a trade policy meeting as well. If you remember, that was from yesterday. Right now, let's quickly check. President Trump is looking to raise taxes to 39.6% for individuals who earn more than $2.5 million a year. Currently, it's 37%. It's not that big a deal, though. Let's be real. I mean, it's a pretty big jump. It's like, when you think about it, it's almost like a 10% increase. It's like maybe 7% increase or something like that. But relatively, 37, 39, who cares, right? It's both high. Absolutely incredible. Individual buyers have been net buyers of equities for 21 consecutive weeks. the longest streak on record according to Bank of America. This is more than double the previous record seen in 2021 and 2022. That's pretty cool. But let's quickly find it. Bitcoin is back. Yep. Trump basically said some hours ago, you better go out and buy stocks now. Now, the last time he said that, the market moved up pretty quickly for a pretty long duration, and reset it again, and the market moved up pretty quickly afterwards. But also, like I said earlier, UK and US will get a trade pact. That was the official trade deal that was hyped up for today. That will leave the 10% US tariff in place per CNN. What else do we get? President Trump says too late, Jerome Powell is a fool after the Fed holds interest rates steady. Trump says there is virtually no inflation with tariff money pouring into the U.S. Oh my man, Trump is a character though. I gotta give it to you. This Trump guy, love him or hate him, he makes the markets so much more interesting. There isn't a day going by where I'm not thinking, what did Trump say today? What did he do today to just wreck our perception of how the world works yet again? It's too funny to look at this. It is ironic to the fullest. It is really, really interesting. Love him or hate him, he has some crazy, crazy things. Let's see. Dusty, do you know Togi? His risk to... Why can't I see the full chat? This is difficult. His risk to reward strat is just to double down every time it hits stop loss. All or nothing. Yeah, it works. The funny thing is, you might think this is really stupid, but it's kind of not. Theoretically speaking, in most cases, martingale or anything related to it actually works out quite fine over a longer term. When does it not work? If your money is very limited and you started too high. This is one area in which it does not work. If the asset is not almost guaranteed to go up over time. I mean, theoretically speaking, anybody who's ever bought stocks, like indices, major ones, like US stocks, for example, or really bonds in that sense, or crypto, you couldn't have lost money. You could have if you were playing with either options, you were doing things in a too risky of a manner. But I've seen people come and go that have done really stupid things where they could have made millions and lost hundreds of thousands in the wake because they were stupid. One thing, if you... Oh. There's sound, my brother. I'm just in awe. $2.30 per XRP. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Woo! $2.30 an XRP. There we... Ladies and gentlemen, this is looking beautiful. Oh. Woo! Okay. That is good. We're making steps, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody who's been copying, I don't want to keep saying it, but I have to. Everybody who's been copying along, how you guys doing, huh? So these we've all opened in the past 48 hours. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad. We're up 25 rex 2 days. And to me, maybe this is not going to sound very humble. It's not about the money at all. It doesn't do anything for me at all, not even a single percentage. It's about the fact that it works so beautifully and we're right. It matters to me 1,000% more that we had a pinpoint entry, and we've been saying for a while that it really feels like the bull market's back, and all those signs were just, You know what's even sadder though? I have an analyst, right? And he's been begging me. Let me quickly grab it here for you. Man, I'm a fat mother. I guess I'm tired of just dancing for 5 seconds. So I will show you now if I can. Can I send it to my computer? He's been begging me to post his charts, right? Because my analyst is like, man, why didn't you ever post it? And so if I did, this could have been so juicy because, let me quickly find it. Let me find it here. So this is what he sent to me. Can I share it to my computer? There we go. So how am I gonna do that? Here we go. This is what he sent to me a few days ago. He said, please post this. But I was like, the text is a bit ugly, brother. Please change the text a bit so it looks more beautiful. Otherwise, I can't post. Like, yeah, but it's so good. We're gonna please. I was like, brother, it's a bit ugly. So he's like, yeah, but I was like, it's a good chart though. It's a good chart. This is what? Let me see. This was Dubai time, Tuesday, 11 p.m. And that is after 5 p.m. where he sent the first version, which was after 5 p.m. when he sent the version before that, 5 p.m. when he sent the version before that. The first version was 2 o'clock at night, the same day, so it's still Tuesday, when he sent me like a V0, so to speak, different chart bit, but like almost the same. I wish I posted it. It could have looked so cool, man. But then again, in my opinion also, bull posting in these scenarios doesn't do that much. Because, I mean, everybody kind of felt like the market was going to move up, right? I think everybody was kind of on the same page here. But how does the chart look? Is this okay? Someone says someone's going to stay up all night. The problem is I have to go fly in a few hours. Otherwise, I'd stay here streaming all freaking night. If things are this pumpy and this crazy, I ain't going nowhere, as you guys already know. Right? We've done some way crazier things, matter of fact. I've done some All right. Okay. Now let's think about this responsibly. Let's think about this. It's pumping iron time, somebody says. Who's in the chat right now? We got to log this. I want to see, if you're watching this right now, just say, I was here. Because it feels like we're gearing up for something so spectacular, I need a roll call. I want every single person that was here today on, what's the date? On May 9th for me, or May 8th for you. I want to see who was here in these crazy of times where it feels like everything is starting. I'm not telling you right now that it's a guarantee the market's going to move up like crazy. It's a feeling you've got. I mean, the strategy in the background is still running, but you know, and I'm not doing anything too particularly crazy. I'm just, think with me here, ladies and gentlemen. What we are seeing right now, it doesn't feel normal. It feels like we're going a bit too fast. It feels like things are about to spiral out of control and go very freaking crazy. It feels like it, ladies and gents. Also, another side question. How many of you guys are actually following or tried these bots? Just this is a side note. Because maybe actually there's nobody in this chat who's even tried. To which I say, hey, all power to you. Do whatever you want to. But I just want to know. Beep, beep, boop. I hate robots. That's fine. That's fine. Too scared? Hey, you know, stick with it. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. I have the bots. All right, Gary, give me your UI. Let me see. Three people. Put your UID down. I'll give you $20. I'll give 3 people $20. So $60 in total. First 3 people to share their ID, I'll send it to. So I'll give $60 away right now just for fun. 3 people will win. The first 3 people to find their ID. And you can share it with anybody. They can't do anything, so it's fine. It's not. It's nothing you need to keep safe or something like that. If you don't want to, you know, put it out there, DM it to me right now. It's also fine on Twitter. I won't leak it. DM it to me on Twitter. Whatever one you want. I have to look at who's faster though. I don't know what that ID is. Yeah, go figure it out, brother. On Pionex. Not your actual ID, brother. Somebody says I couldn't try it because it was told. I'm told from USA. Man, just don't put your freaking country in there. I don't know what country I put, but just to be logical, I didn't upload any ID. You don't need an ID. All is fine. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. Just don't put US. You still, anyway. Up, up, up. Boys, we're doing good. We're pumping up. Oh, this is amazing to watch. This is amazing to watch. Okay, Thijs send me. So just one person now. Officially, I'll give $20 to. I'll write it down. It might be tomorrow, though. I'm going to send it over later, but I'll write it down. There we go. One has been claimed. We have $40 left. Wavy says you need ID to withdraw. Brother, try it for yourself. But anyway. XCAD Arkansas. Is it Arkansas or how do you say Arkansas? Why do I feel like it's Arkansas, even though it says Arkansas? All right, we got 2 more UIDs. So, okay, the $60 has been claimed. There we go. Mr. Bomer and Mr. 𝗕𝗏𝗀𝗏. There we go. All right. I'll be sending you guys $20. If that UID is correct. You'll be receiving $20 in a little bit. Kiddo says he was here first. Let me find out. Nobody was first. All right. Explain the news. Yeah, so to get back to it, we had ourselves an announcement that the SEC filed the settlement agreement letter, which was basically the final straw that we needed for it to be over. When if you remember, there was a big debate when the lawsuit was over about whether or not the SEC was going to post about it or what would make it finish. Now, officially, the finishing factor is the judge agreeing that the Ripple and SEC are canceling everything and they're coming to an agreement. The judge has to still agree, but we've seen a lot of lawyer opinions, and everybody basically stated that from here on forward, it might just be a bit of a lawyer talk, but for the most part, there's nothing really that's going to change. Why would the judge be against this decision? It doesn't make sense. Jomez, you're too late, buddy. 3 people have already entered or put their address down. I'm going to be doing a lot more giveaways, though. If the market keeps going this crazy, I'm guaranteeing you right now, if Bitcoin keeps this up or if XRP goes above $5, Kirill says, can you announce who won? Brother, all I'm doing here is just scrolling through this chat right here. I will not show it right now, just so it's not eternalized. And so I just scroll here, see the first, this is the first one, this Sarah's ID. This is the second one who shared his ID. This is the third one who shared this ID. So it's 1, 2, 3. I'm looking above it, but there's nobody else. I'll scroll through again one more time. So those three people have won. All three have win $20. It's $60 in total. I'm not sure what else I have to say about that. Yeah. Anyway, so to get back to it, I can tell you right now, if XCP really crosses like $5 a coin, even if it takes months, I think by that time I'll probably have given away another $20,000 or something like that. Because I already guaranteed that I need to give away, how much was it now? I have to look back. I think I committed a few $1,000s, maybe $2 or something like that. But it needs to be way crazier, right? The numbers we're going to be pulling is just insanity. But that's also some of the fun of it. Really, my goal was to give away at least $100,000 this year, but then the market took a bit of a pickling turn. But still, it can redeem itself, because ultimately it's about where it's going to be by the end of the season, right? Not about where it's going to be tomorrow, today, or whatever like that. Dusty, your hair's on fire. Anyway, getting back to business. Back to business. Back to business. I cannot look at anything seriously when these coins are going this crazy, though. Oof! Red candle. I don't love to see that. Oh, somebody did that to me, huh? Somebody's doing some voodoo signs on me or something. I don't know. Oh, man. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, because the bot will just keep on buying as things go lower. So it's actually beautiful. But damn. What is that? What the fuck is that? It makes me think of that meme. Oh. Red then bang. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if I want to see a bang. But besides the point, hey, real talk. You know what the beauty in this is that it will buy as the price goes down lower. Let me show you. So the whole idea is, right, we were at a little bit more of a peak before, but it's going to place a lot of orders, or actually it's already placed, which, by the way, are pretty juicy because they're lower fees if it already places the orders beforehand, right? And basically, as the price goes down lower, right now it's 228.77, etc., etc. Right now it's 231. If it goes back up, it'll sell. If it goes down lower, it will buy. This is the beauty in it. And it's automatic, so I don't have to sit here all day clicking everything. Oh, juicy. Let's see. This chat is cool. Okay. I see now. Oh, I was zoomed in wrong. I see now why I couldn't see the chat the whole time. It was my bad. I thought it was, somebody else's fault. I try to always blame somebody else, but it was my own. Unfortunately. Anyway. I don't know if you guys have this too, but it was a lot more fun when Bitcoin was on this end. Call me crazy, but real talk, I preferred this part of the Bitcoin run a little bit more than the last 5 minutes or so. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the color scheme. Maybe I should turn the colors around and the other way will be better. But for right now, I feel as if this part was way nicer. And I don't know what makes it do that. I don't know. Adrian says let's see what he said. I'm calling it, some country or countries are going to pull out of the tariff deals and the market will go back down to red. Theoretically speaking, any China-US deal situation, if it turns out negative, that could definitely blast us down into oblivion for a while. I'm just being real with you. It could. It definitely could. Hey, guys, how about we do another crypto live stream every single day again? And we start trading heavily. Let's just scalp the freaking crap out of it, see if we can make a good penny. If the market stays green, it's so freaking easy. We're going to be making billions. And if the market turns red, we're going to lose a lot of money, but at least it's fun to watch. DustyBC is a hedge future bot. You can profit from both longs and shorts. I don't like it too much because I overall think the market is too bullish. And me personally, I'm not a really big fan of shorting. A few of my friends have made most of their money from shorting. I'm not a big fan of it. Why? It messes with your brain a bit. I prefer, and I really think all these cryptos will go up tremendously. So then to time exactly when that short period of time is going to be when things go down is so hard. Whereas with longing, all I need is more money. I can just perma long anything and I'll make money over time. So that's why I prefer it to be long for the most part and just buy its way down. Basically DCAing E rather than that. But again, my personal thoughts. Does it work? It does. But mostly in sideways markets. If you're feeling as if the market's about to break out like crazy, then it's not that nice. If you think it's going to range, at least for the next few days or weeks or months, then yeah, it's amazing. If you want to try the bots, by the way, I've got a couple of links in the description for the bots that I'm using, and I've got a tutorial there for if you want to see how I set them up. It's pretty simple, though. Again, the biggest risk being liquidation price. Always watch out for that. But you can always add or take away margin. That's the biggest takeaway, really. Because, again, in my own humble opinion, call me an idiot, but, you know, I've done pretty well for the last few years. If you just buy anything in crypto, really, you're fine as long as you're not over-leveraging. Don't go 50x on something unless you know what you're doing. Right? If you want to do whatever the guy said earlier, the 𝗕𝗪𝗪 strategy, whatever. If you want to open a 50x, get wrecked, open another 50x, get wrecked, maybe you might have to open 5, but the last one where you succeed, you all of a sudden make $45 million, saying just a number. Maybe you lose 10 million in the process, but it ends up being really, really profitable. This is a thing people do. But it takes a lot of mental fortitude. You know, you need to be strong in the brain to handle loss after loss after loss. Same for a lot of trading strategies that focus on very low win percentages with very high margins. It's hard. It's pretty hard mentally to lose 9 times and the 10th time make all your money back times 3, for example. It's hard. It's a lot easier to have a 95% win strategy where the 5% that you lose, you know, you're probably going to lose a good chunk, but it doesn't happen that much. Easier on the brain. ETH at 2100. Yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about it because most likely, I have a feeling our bot will, our ETH bot will turn around pretty soon and be at an incredible loss. Right now, that's 7% up. So we would have been up $2,000 or so if you put the full amount in. That could have been pretty juicy. But you guys stopped me from doing that. So I'll never forgive whoever said don't open an ETH position right now. You should be ashamed of yourself. But man, this market is moving mad, though. Sheesh, huh? No way this is really happening, ladies and gents. We're actually moving mad. Damn, son. Damn. XCP is proving everybody wrong. I mean, yeah, just now, Bitcoin was by far the best gainer, looking juicy. Right now, it's XRP, though, that's taking the cake again. I mean, over a longer time, I think there's a few contenders for the #1 spot. Another one could be SUI. But even looking at this whole sheet right now, really, XRP is the winner, for the short term at least. This is what we've been waiting for. Yep. Well, not this. It's good, but the crazier times still have yet to come. Funny how it goes up and down, not just up. That's beautiful. That's how we make most of the money with the bots. So that's cool for me. And again, anybody could just copy the bots 1-to-1. Link is down below. The ADA and ETH bot I'll add a bit later. I'll probably just also put a sheet down below where you can see the full list of bots. But I will not be covering every single bot daily because there's going to be too many. Is it also really over? Again, if you want the details, just take a look at this, what you see right in front of you right here. XP's looking nice. In my opinion, XP kind of always looks nice, but call me crazy. If it keeps going like this, we can all move to Dubai and enjoy the sun. Sure, man. I mean, you know, don't come in summer maybe because it's too hot. That's why everybody's leaving. But, you know, in the winter, yeah, come over. It's going to be fun. Dubai is one of the best places to live, man, for sure. Taxes are amazing. Yeah, a lot of things are amazing. The only bad side is the heat. It gets so freaking warm in summer. It does. But the counter is, well, it's a pretty amazing place for everything else. Just that part. It's you know, you gotta be made from a different sort of cloth, you know, to handle Dubai summers. Carl says, I begged my friends to invest in XRP and they didn't. I'm sad for them. Hey, it's okay, man. You'll lose a lot of friends along the way if you're an investor and people are not. But then again, I would never die on that hill. I wouldn't try to convince people to invest in something that you like, because most of the time it ends up being a terrible decision. Just terrible, terrible. Everybody, by the way, I think I'll be doing streams every single day. At least I'll try to from now on. Make sure, if you've not done it yet, that you put that notification bell on. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Right now, I have my flight in like 6 hours, maybe 5 hours. I should get some sleep going, because otherwise tomorrow I'll be dead. But if you guys are excited for it, I'll be here every single day. We'll do live trades every single day, because I think that if this sits on for a little bit, oh my days, is our profit going to be just what? You're saying refresh it. Please don't make me refresh anything at C minus a million, brother. Please don't do this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Where are you going? Mind your own business, brother. Trying to get up. Hey, boys, the 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗏 is also in profit. Oh, this is so funny. I was telling everybody, just wait. We're now back full circle, baby. Oh, this is, oh. Amazing. I'm loving it. Min says, wouldn't be hedging. Let's quickly see. Wouldn't be hedging, even if you think the market's going to go up. Will rocket up, still be good. Example, 1,000 in long and a short position at 5x. If market goes up, you'd lose $1,000 short, but you profit $4,000. Well, it kind of depends a little bit in that sense. Perhaps your calculation is a bit oversimplified, but in reality, in some scenarios, it could work. I mean, if they're both leveraged at the same level. Wait, so in this case, you're saying long and short at 5x. If you're long and shorting with the exact same amount of money, you're going to be up and down the exact same amount of money. Meaning, you know, if the price moves up, you're going to be minus 1,000 or minus 4,000, whatever, on either, or on both, I should say. So if one of them closes earlier, then obviously this is not true. Or if you're leveling into these things over time, then it might also not be true, which is why those grids in that sense, with the ones that are long and short, are sometimes very, very nice. The reason that sometimes it sucks is because if you have a certain range into where you're buying, these shorts, for example, and the price keeps going up, might be at a very big loss for a long time, perhaps for many months from now on. Whereas with longs, I don't mind that. You've seen this XRP position be at minus $100,000 before. I don't mind looking at it because I know all it takes is time, and this will be plus $100,000. I'm telling you right now, this will be plus $100,000 at least, minimum. Whereas with shorts, I feel like sometimes you might never get yourself a good entry, or you have to commit so many millions of dollars for it to be worth it. Can it work? Yes, it can. But the strategy for it is quite difficult, and in really bullish times like right now, you're going to hate yourself for the P&L because it looks bad. Holy shit. $103.5 thousand. I think we should open more XRP longs. I feel like we need to go a bit crazier. 1, 231. Should we buy another $1 million worth of XRP, boys? Do we have the balls to buy $1 million worth of XRP right now, right here? Do we have the balls? I don't think so. I don't think I do. Or do I? You know what? Let's buy another 10,000 at least. $10,000. Let's buy. Let's do this price, $10,000. Let's at least add a little bit. I'm too much of a wuss to buy $1 million, but I should. Let's buy. Why am I buying the top, though? I guess because I'm a maniac, right? No! Boys, we would have already been up so much if I just bought it. No, I'm trying to buy. No. Man, no, don't go away from my entry. I'm not chasing it. I'm not chasing. No entry. Never. Nah, it's going up too much. Screw you, XRP. You don't want to be bought. It's gonna stay there in my entry. I'm not buying any single cent higher than whatever I pressed right here. I do not care. I ain't doing none of that. You started teasing me. Not working. No, no, no. Not happening. No, no, no. You naughty, naughty. No. Nah. I ain't doing none of that, bruh. 0% chance. You're saying there's zero volume? Whatever. Once in a lifetime? Nah. If there's one thing I've learned in life, it's to never chase. Attract. So all we got to do is just meditate and it'll come right back to our entry. But the problem is, once we do that, sometimes my magnetic pull, I'm just being real with you right here. Sometimes my magnetic pull is a bit too strong and the price all of a sudden goes down all the way like this. This is what I can't predict. So the moment I go and start meditating for the price to come down, there's a slight issue with how far the price might come down. And so that's the consequence of getting the perfect entry here. It's a risk reward. It's, you know, sometimes it offsets the balance of the charts. Can't predict it all the way, you know. Can't predict it all the way. So, do we really want this entry? I can do it, but maybe we should just enjoy the price moving up and not disrupt the current flow. Right? I already did a little bit of meditating just now, and sometimes that just kind of trickles it, but at this case here, it seems it needed a bit more of a full-on meditation session, you know, a full-on praying session. I can't do that right now. I can't do that to all my brothers here, looking at the XP price at $2.32 and give them a freaking $2.26 or something like that by accident. Can't do that to them, man. People have been waiting for this for too long. Gotta just accept that it ran away from our position. Ultimately, the funny thing is, the bot is still continuing to print, so who cares? You know, another fun fact, if Some email just got scared the living crap out of me, but it's fine. I was gonna say, it. $104,000 Bitcoin. We just hit $104,000 per Bitcoin. No freaking way this is happening.